This is how we will add color to our owls using only markers and water. Make sure that you have a Crayola marker. So you should see a label that looks like this. If you don't, be sure to borrow one so that it will work correctly for you. You can use any colors you choose of the Crayola markers, and you need water and a paintbrush. You're going to use the side of the chisel tip marker to create very large fat lines. So it takes a little bit of practice to tip your marker and use the side of it. You can always rotate your paper so you can get up right next to that black line without going outside of the lines. Take your time and make your really fat lines in all the areas that you would like colored in. Whenever you switch colors, be sure to put the cap on and make sure you hear a click so you know that it's closed all the way. And remember, we're not coloring in the spaces, we're actually just putting a really fat line around the edges of all the different shapes we see in the face. So you're not coloring it in, you're just making really fat lines by going nice and slow. For the video and this part, I did speed it up so you could see the process go a little bit quicker. I'm really taking my time though, going and drawing fat lines right up next to my dark marker lines. Don't forget the middle part of your eyes, so important. Then when you have everything outlined just like this picture, you're ready for the magic part. Since the markers we're using are water-based markers, when you get them wet with water and a paintbrush, they spread out like paint. It's really neat. What you need to do is be sure to have enough water on your brush, and you're painting with your brush on top of the color on your paper, and you're moving that puddle around. So if there isn't enough water on your paper, it's not going to work correctly. So it's really important that you have enough water and that you're painting on top of where the coloring you did is, your really fat line. You just go over top of that and you're going to move the puddle around in the white space. Just like when you use paint, it's important that if you're going to switch colors that you rinse your brush very well and blot it, then get lots more water on your brush and start applying water in the new color. But remember, every time that you want to switch the color you're painting on your paper, you have to rinse your brush. Again, I'm going to speed up this process, but also let you see it while I'm still working. So it is a little bit quicker than normal because I sped up the video, but you can see that I am using lots of water, and I'm taking that puddle that I put on my paper with the paintbrush, and I'm spreading that puddle around. And anytime that it stops spreading, I dip into my water. For your background, you're also going to do the same thing. You should have put a dark, thick line around the whole entire edge of your paper so that when you add water, it will spread out to create the color sky you choose. And that's all there is to it. Take your time, do a great job staying inside of the lines.